dudes, people, model railroaders, you will not believe the size of this railroad. This is Rob Hales HO scale railroad, Lexington, North Carolina. I think his channel is HO Model Railroading. I will put a link into it with this video. But this is amazing. I should have started out with an overall shot of the room, but I didn't. But I will back out and give you some overall shots. This is just room one. Yeah. I'm in the room that is less scenic. I guess I'll be going into the other room here in a second. But when he comes back in, he was finishing eating his lunch. And I'll get him to talk a little bit about how big this place is. I mean, he's got, oh, this is just awesome. The amount of long trains that you can run on this railroad. Oh, I better watch my feet.
A lot of tripping hazards.
So Rob, how between the two rooms, how big is this railroad?
Well, I have 1,700 square feet out here, and right now I have right around 275 feet of main line.
275 feet of main line. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I don't even know if you start adding all the other tracks in, I probably got 7-8 miles of track, scale miles of track.
7-8 scale miles of track. Yikes. Whoops.
I'm trying to clean them. I'm sorry.
No, I got hung on a box there. Man. So before I go into room 2, this is room 1. There's Rob.
I wore a collared shirt. I'm trying to put on that, good first impression. Good first impression. You only get one chance at that. A lot of people don't realize that.
Is this a track cleaning train or just
it
train?
Is. It's just some probably Walther's cars with a little pad.
Okay, I see them now. Yeah.
And I got some other utensils that I use to wipe the track off a little bit.
But as you can see, Rob models Virginian, and there's another road you run, right?
I got Pennsylvania, Allegheny, Midland, Virginian, and Ohio, and nickel plate. Okay. So I grew up in the Midwest. I had so many different railroads around me that it's just kind of hard to just stick to one. Yeah. So my layout will eventually be very generic with the scenery, but we'll have certain areas that will look like different areas of America. So.
You've probably seen him working on these F units before, and I know there's some videos out about these. It's going to be a nice bridge scene, man. And in an area, he's starting to work on some scenery. Well, there's another train hitting back there. Well, that's a passenger train. Okay.
Well, I got some RS3s back there shoved out of the way, and I got a Broadway Limited C&O J3A, and just some random cars.
Yeah. Probably raised the camera too high, and we missed the town, so I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Town area. So what is this industry going to be in this corner? Oh, he gone. Went to the other room. He didn't hear me. That's cool. So what's this industry going to be in the corner back here?
It's going to be like I call that Black Hawk iron foundation, like a foundry type of thing. So they would get coal, some boxcars, you know, some finished products would come out. And I just did a mock-up of it, but I haven't really worked on it. And I violated every rule of model railroad scenery of working to the back to the front. And I built this scene really when I shouldn't have, just so I could have some Memorial Day shots and stuff like that a couple of years ago.
So is this the area you were working on where you were painting and trying to get it to go left or right? I think you did.
No, that's actually on the other side.
Oh, okay.
But this is one of the other water projects that I had epoxy in here at one time, and 6 months later it bubbled up. So there were bubbles everywhere, and it got worse. So I ended up cutting the whole thing out. I ended up cutting this out, building this bridge from scratch and putting this in. This is a picture of a creek that I took back in like Humboldt, Illinois, or something like that. So I put that in there. And a matter of fact, I just put some clear caulk down here. I'm getting ready to pour epoxy in here. I got to put like a little, like a clear plastic dam up there so that it doesn't tear up my picture up there and leak in it.
So are your signals operating?
No, they don't operate. Oh. So if you ever see any photos of my layout and the signals are on, that's all Photoshop. Oh. And if you see that semaphore move, that's me underneath the layout with a piece of wire. So a little bit of Hollywood.
This is just where it goes back into the other room.
You can charge it up if you want.
So this is a overall shot of room number 2 that I promised to get. Just saw Rob over in the chair relaxing there.
So if you're curious, this room is 12 feet by 26 feet. 12
by 26. This is about the size of my layout, 12 by 26. I'm at 32, but you know.
If you stand over here in this corner, and you look all the way to the other room to that corner, that's a scale model.
So I don't know if you heard that, but from where he was just standing to the end of the wall over there is a scale mile of railroad. Rob's letting me run a couple of my units on his layout. Stretch out the legs on a big layout. I never showed you guys the overall size of this room. I'll get to it. I may do it when I'm editing before or after this train. I don't know. We'll see. But you'll get to see it. Gonna pass through the tunnel into the next room here. It's got quite the collection of auto racks. Some of them really nicely weathered. Just filming in a few different spots here. This is a spot you've probably seen Rob work on in his videos. This long river. Catch this coming around Rob's big, massive roundhouse engine facility here. That's really the old and the new mixed up right here.
Rail King O-gauge bridge that I've converted to double track. First, I had to tear it all down because I built it when I was younger and I used too much glue. So I tore it all the way down, and I started off by building a deck in the middle and filled in, and then I of course, you know, added the track at 2-inch centers and ballasted it. And then from there, I went through and bought these girder pieces. I think these are Woodland Scenics, and I had to put them together and then custom cut them and put them all into place. The same thing with all these cross bracing and all these cross members. They're all custom cut and put in there. Some look good, some don't, but if you don't look real hard, you don't see any imperfections, and it's just fine. But this is, I think this is about 250 scale feet, I think. I'm not quite sure, but whatever this Rail King is, since it's O-gauge, is, you know, divided by 2, and that'll tell you what it is. Or multiplied by 2. But yeah, this is going to go on my layout at some point in the future, and I think it's going to look incredible. You can see a little bit of the rust weathering on this side, like I was talking to you about a minute ago. You can see it at certain angles, you can see it, but
yeah,
you got to be just in the right light, and I think that adds an air of you know, prototypical accuracy with it, as you know, the light changes just about everything you ever look at.
Man, that's nice.
Thank you. Thank you. It took me about 3 months to build, working on it about an hour or 2 a day. And even the rivet work on the top, I think, is good enough. And I'm really happy with it. And if you're not happy with it, we'll have problems. I don't care.
Oh, man.
No, but just, you know, it was one of the first big projects that I started. And it was very intimidating, but at the same time, very well worth all the effort that I put into it. And it's just, every time I look at it, I'm really amazed that I did something like that. So for all the viewers out there, if you're intimidated by a big project, don't be, just jump into it. Practice a little bit beforehand, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
And no problem. You know, brass hybrids, you know, and actually I think I got 5 or 6 of them. And my father, he's pretty well off, and he likes trains also. So every now and then he'll buy something and send it here.
Wow.
So he just lives here.
This is his steam collection, and there's a lot of diesels down there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Once again, I've been organizing and cleaning for years now. It seems like, but these are all the kits I have to build yet. These are all future kit bash projects or cars that need repaired. I got a bunch of like metal frames I gotta clean off. Some car side frames, I don't even know where they came from. Steam locomotives that need repaired. Stop. And I got a bunch of diesel stuff here. I've just been collecting stuff, a lot of blue box stuff, and I practice on the blue box before I buy like a Kato or something like that. So if I tear it up, then it's just a blue box, and you know, no great loss, but you know, I try to take care of everything and do everything the best I can. But you know, if I can take a cheap locomotive and make it look really good, I know I'm going to take a good locomotive and make it look even better.
Yeah.
It kind of helps the cars reroute themselves also.
Yeah. I forgot to blow the horn at that crossing. Oops. Another crossing. Kind of got it.